Hello everyone, I'm Jiun and welcome to my channel Libremere, or welcome back if you have been here before. Today it will be noisy. It's a daytime video, which means it's going to be noisy. I was testing to turn on the fan while I'm talking, and the sound is very bad. So I will try to bear the weather because it's very hot. I don't know why it's hot today. It's supposed to be raining actually, but anyway, I will start, and if it's noisy, I'm sorry as always. I've been thinking a lot about what I'm going to do next, or what I want to do next, what books I would like to read, plans for 2025. Yeah, I know you might say that maybe it's too much in advance because we still have 4 months, but I don't want to wait until New Year's Eve to tell you what I want to read or what I plan to do, because I don't want to wait until then. I want to do things now, and also because I think I have fulfilled most of my goals for 2024. At the beginning of the year, I planned to read certain books, and I think I have read most of them. I plan to read his Dark Materials, and actually I read the whole trilogy. I didn't enjoy it that much, but I finished it. I plan to read some books from Agatha Christie, specifically about Hercules Poirot, and I have done it. I plan to read the first book in the Foundation series. I did it. I finished the first book in the Expanse series, Leviathan Wakes, and it took me long. Actually, it took me like 3 months, I think, to finish the book. I plan to read this series called Legend of the Condor Heroes. I read the first book, which is A Hero Born. And I'm planning to continue reading, actually. I really enjoyed the first book. I plan to read the whole Dune series, and I did it. I read all the books, 8 books. And I also wanted to participate in this challenge that Kim the Paper Traveler was doing, which is reading a list of books challenge. I plan to read Rebecca in January. I did it. I was supposed to read A Suitable Boy. I didn't do it, and I think I won't be able to do it now because the time is almost over. And I also plan to read, actually I'm already reading, A Wizard of Earthsea. So I have read most of the book. I haven't read Shadow March, which is a series by Tad Williams, but I'm planning to read the first book, but I don't know if I will read it or not yet. And also there's another book I plan to read, is Outlander. So most of the books that I plan to read at the beginning of the year, I have done it. So most of the goals I have fulfilled most of the goals, but I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do in order to take some decisions, because I noticed that there are things that are working, but most of the things are not working in terms of the channel itself, in terms of reading. And this is because, if you know, I am also taking this personal challenge to read 200 books. The idea of reading 200 books is, I know, crazy, and I still have a lot of time. I mean, it's until next year, the end of the next year, so it's possible to do it. But I'm about to reach 100 books already, which is crazy for me. It's reading 100 books in a year, or actually even less than a year, is crazy for me. But I'm at this point that I'm tired. I don't have so much energy. I'm low battery at this point. And it's okay, because sometimes you have to push yourself Um, so you do things that you never thought you would be able to do, but then you have this moment where you get tired and you don't have energy, and you have to recover that energy to start again. It's a cycle. So I'm very exhausted, and I want to slow down what I'm reading. I want to enjoy what I'm reading, and sometimes because of this idea, I have to read fast because I have to read many books in a month or in this week, or it's not good. It's tiring at the end. So I want to change that. But before talking about readings, I want to talk about the channel itself. I think I had many ideas, and most of them are not working. It's sad in some way because I had these expectations about what I wanted to do. I wanted to read the Bible and bring at least one book, which is the Book of Tobit, which is a book in the Catholic Bible. I wanted to create a kind of podcast called Cybertech Alley. I wanted to do video responses. I think that was the name. I forgot. And I haven't been able to do most of them. I also wanted to do more videos about the SF Masterwork collection. The idea was reading books of this collection and creating videos. And even though I have read some, I haven't felt that I wanted to create a video for those books in order to share them with you. Maybe because they were not that good, or I didn't have the time. But in general, all those ideas that I had in the beginning are not working. Mainly because I don't have the right time to record. As you can hear from this video, it's always noisy. And for the Book of Tobit, which is a religious book, I want something very calm and quiet. I want to read the Bible, and I want to share with you my thoughts about that, and it's hard if it's noisy. So the only time it has to be very late at night. And even though I struggle sometimes with the noise, when it's the same for the Cybertech Alley podcast. I feel sad because I wanted to create. I took a lot of time to create this idea, and in order to make it, the surrounding has to be quiet, because the idea of the Cybertech Alley is that we are very late at night. It's raining. So it has to be quiet in order to talk about any topic, and I cannot do that. If I record that during the day, it's not what I want to hear. So in general, I think the videos or the ideas that I had at the beginning are not working, and then I have to take the decision, because if it's not working, then why will I force myself, or I pursue it if it's not working? So it's sad, but I think I'm not going to continue doing those things. I will finish the Book of Tobit because I think it deserves some respect in some way. So I will finish that. I have been recording some chapters, but I still have to record, I think, 3 chapters in order to finish the whole book. So I will continue doing that, but I'm not going to continue doing the Cybertech Alley podcast unless I have the chance to do it at night and it's a live show, which is something that I would like to do. But yeah, it's hard to record. And the rest, I'm not going to do anything about that. I will continue reading books from the SF Masterworks collection, but I'm not going to do specific videos for that. So in terms of ideas, I need help in that way, because I need some feedback, and I feel that things are not working, either because maybe the videos are not interesting, maybe the quality of the videos are not good, maybe people want something different. And I know this is made for fun, it's like a hobby. I like and enjoy reading, and in some way I enjoy recording, not so much editing, but it's part of the process, and so I enjoy doing these things to share with you. But if the channel is not growing, if I have few subscribers, which is not, I'm not talking about this because I'm greedy and I want more, but if it's not growing, it means that something is not working with the channel, and it has to be fixed. And even if there were few subscribers, I would like that. I mean, I wouldn't be worried about that. But if I've created a video and I don't even have a comment, then again, it's like, yeah, there are some views, but there are no comments. So maybe the video itself is boring. Maybe people are not interested. And I know that there must be a balance between things I want to do or things that I think they will be interesting, but also with things that people want to hear or listen or watch. And it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to balance that. So that's why I need some feedback and some advices and some ideas from you, because you are the one watching these videos. And if you see that something is not good or it can be improved, I would like to hear from that. So yeah, I would like to change some things and improve others. By now, I'm thinking just to go back to the basic, which is creating wrap-up videos. That's a good way to summarize what I have been doing within the month. Also, I would like to do more review videos, because I haven't done that much lately, and I would like to do that with different books, but I'm having an idea that I will mention later on. And also, I am thinking in doing some discussion videos. There are many topics related with books, with readings, with booktube in general, that I would like to talk and share my opinion about that. So those are the ideas that I have by now. Of course, that I'm open to other things like challenges, readathons, tags, videos, and I enjoy it, and I want to be part in some way of the with the community, in the community, and participating more. Sometimes when I plan for a year, I noticed that I'm too much into trying to fulfill what I want to do and read the books I want to read, and I don't have a space to have freedom to do other things or participate in other challenges or readathons. So I want to have freedom to do that this year. Now, in terms of the channel, I think that it's not working the way I want it to work, and for that reason I need some help. I need some advices. I need some feedback, and I'm going to do some things, some techniques in order to make it more interesting. So yeah, I hope that will help the channel, and in order to create a community, because if it's just me creating videos but no one likes them and no one wants to even comment or be part of what I'm trying to do, I think there's no point in creating more videos. I mean, I don't want to sound what's the word, fatalist, but it's true that in some way that helps you to to motivate and create more things. So yes, if you have any idea or suggestion, I would like to hear, because these videos are not just for me and not just things I want to do, but also videos that I hope that you will enjoy. So that's one thing in one hand. On the other hand, I want to talk about readings, because channels is about reading. As I said, I have finished most of the books I have planned to read. I have read too many, And with this 200 books challenge that I'm about to reach half of it, I feel that I have no energy to continue doing this challenge. But I'm not saying that I'm quitting or giving up. What I'm saying is that I'm not putting effort to reach Challenger. That's the thing. I don't want to reach Challenger anymore. I know that it's possible, but I don't want to do it anymore because it consumes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and by now I want to do other things. Sometimes I want to watch series. Sometimes I want to watch movies. I'm trying to learn other languages. Yeah, so I have other projects like my other channel, JMaestria Artisan, and that consumes a lot of time too because that's about painting, drawing, and that's a lot of time. But thanks to that, and thanks to this series that it was for that channel called Painting by Numbers, I had the chance to read, or actually not read, listening to many audiobooks. And that helped me to read a lot of books and also almost reach 100. But it's a lot of energy, and if I want to do other things too, it's hard to balance in some way. So I'm not quitting the challenge itself. It's just I'm not going to read to get certain numbers or to reach Challenger. So I will continue reading and I will continue telling you my progress, and wherever I reach from now on, it's okay. I'm happy. I'm really happy, to be honest, to be able to reach 100 books, which is crazy for me. But now I want to read manga, for instance. I don't want to just read books, but manga, which helps a lot to have more quantity of books for this challenge, by the way. So I will continue reading and I will continue counting the books, but if I read one book more in a year, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to push myself to reach Challenger. And because of that, I'm already low energy, as I said. And I was planning to read the other, how many? 1, 2, 3 books. Yeah, there are 3 books that I need to read, or I was planning. In total, I think it's 9 books that I still need to read, or I wanted to read before the end of the year. But I don't have energy. That's the thing. So A Suitable Voice book that I really want to read, and I was planning to read it this month of September, but I think it's not the time for doing it. So I will just postpone it. I'm going to I will read it, but not now. Shadow Marsh is another book that is a chunky book, so I will pass maybe for now, and I will read it some other moment. But I want to be free in some way to read whatever I want at the time I want. This time without planning anything, just reading whatever I feel. If now I want to read this book, I will read it without feeling guilty. That why I'm not reading other books that I planned to read before. But I still want to read. I mean, does it make sense or not? I don't want to force myself to read books because they are in a list or because they are in my TBR books for 2025. I just don't want to have that, but I still want to read some books. And this is the thing that I haven't been able to do in a long time. I haven't been able to read a series of books that I really enjoy, from the first book to the last book, with non-stop, and without reading other books. I think the last time I did that with a long series was Harry Potter, and that was like 10 years ago. And I don't know if it's because I haven't found an interesting series that motivates me to continue reading until the end without stopping. Or maybe I have found, but because I have this TBR list, I don't continue reading. I give priority to those books, and I don't want that anymore. So here's the thing. I'm very interested in reading and submerge, that's the word, submerge myself into this series that I think I will enjoy. I have read the first book already, and it was a nice reading, which is Foundation. Well, most of the people know it, knows it as Foundation Trilogy, but there are other books before and after that, and I want to read the whole series. I read the first book, the prelude to Foundation, and I enjoyed the story. At least this book was fun. It's about this character who is like trying to hide himself in different communities, so he's learning about different cultures, different people, and the ending was very surprising. So I want to continue reading this series, and I don't think it's so long. I mean, there are many books, I think 7 books in total, but the books are short, so it won't be that complex. But there is another series that I want to start, and this is long. I think it's 9 books, and every book is chunky. You must know already which series I'm talking about. Yeah, Outlander. I started reading the first book, and I have read until the point where the main character travels in time. So far, so good. The reading is very simple, easy to read, engaging. I want to know more. And you know me, I love science fiction books, and this idea of time traveling is something that I really enjoy. I like historical books too. I'm all for England history or English history, or in this case, I think it's in Scotland. But I like that part of history. I like the history of England, Scotland, or Great Britain, if that's the case. And I want to read these books because of that. The problem is that these are chunky books, and it's a long series. And I'm not so sure about the romance, because it's not my thing or not my priority. So I'm not sure if I will enjoy the whole series. And even though I want to read this series, I'm not forcing myself to read them all. So in the case of Outlander, I will probably read 1 book, maybe 2 books, maybe 3 books, but then if I feel that I'm getting tired, then I'm not going to read anymore, and I will continue reading the series next time. I'm not planning to read it in 2025. I will just read it when I feel it. And I feel it now. I want to read it now, and that's why I'm sharing with you that. But if I feel that it's too hard or too long, or I'm getting boring, I will stop and I will continue reading the series later on. And those are the 2 main series I want to read. I was planning other ones, and then after thinking and overthinking, I decided no more. I mean, there's a saying in Spanish, and I think in English it's like, don't try to bite off more than what you can chew. I think that's the saying, or correct me if I'm wrong. Which means that I'm trying to do too many things and read too many things, and I'm not fulfilling anything. So when it's about the SF Masterwork collection, I want to read all of the books because they all look interesting. But this is a never-ending story. I mean, the series is the collection continues as we are talking now. So I will never end. But I still want to create content for the channel and read a list of books. So this is what I want to do. You must know, because I have created a video about this, I have many lists of books I want to read. And I noticed that one of them, which is called Top 100 Books Pre-2000, which is a list of 100 books, science fiction books, before 2000. The page is called Sci-Fi Lists. I will show you, maybe I'm showing you already this list. So it's a list of 100 books. There is another list for after 2000, so if you are interested in checking this list. Now, when I copy this list and I check it again after some months, I noticed that this list has changed. So I feel that it's because people are voting. So there's a kind of survey that people are where people are voting, and that's why the names of the books are changing. Now, why I'm choosing this list? Because out of 100 books, I have already read 48, which is almost half of it, and I'm surprised. So I need to read 52 books to fulfill this list, and I want to take it as a challenge. Now, again, I'm free to do whatever I want, so I will be reading these books, but I'm not telling you I will read these 52 books in 2025. That's not gonna happen. I will just read them when I feel them, but what I will do is I will create videos for these books. So I want to do a kind of list, a countdown to 52, like one book out of 52, two books, a second book, or whatever. Yeah, it will take me a long time, but again, this is not something that is compulsory. I will just read when I feel reading, but I would like to at least finish one list among all of the lists I have. Now, the books I need to read in this list are books that I really find interesting, and some of them I was planning to read next, like Foundation. So that's one book, Foundation. 2001, A Space Odyssey, A Stranger in a Strange Land. I'm not mentioning the author because it will take me so long. Flowers for Algernon, The Left Hand of Darkness, The Handmaid's Tale, Snow Crash, Speaker for the Dead, The Moon is a Harsh Mistress, A Canticle for Leboist. I will pronounce some names very bad, by the way. All Man's War, The Dispossessed, Ringworld, Contact, Ubik, Foundation and Empire, The Stars, My Destination, Ender's Shadow, Second Foundation. So there are many Foundation books in this list. Cat's Cradle, The Caves of Steel, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, which is a book that I didn't want to read actually, because I don't want to read more from Douglas Adams. I read the first book and it was okay. I didn't actually understand it, but okay. Red Mars, Diamond Age, A Fire Upon the Deep, Never Let Me Go. Well, here the list was a Wool Omnibus, but if I read the first book, Wool will be okay. Gateway, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which I found interesting because I think I have read this book long ago and I don't remember anything actually. Revelation Space, Altered Carbon, The Andromeda Strain, The Day of the Triffids, A Scanner Darkly, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, The End of Eternity, Use of Weapons, The Sparrow, Foundation's Age, A Princess of Mars, We, The City and the Stars, Lord of Light, Roadside Picnic, Pandora's Star, Parable of the Sower, Planet of the Apes, Ancillary Justice. I'm probably pronouncing it very wrong. Ancillary Justice, On Basilisk Station, The Naked Sand, Earth Abides, and Eon. So those are the 52 books in this list that I haven't read, and so I want to read. So again, I'm planning these 3 projects in some way. Reading Outlander series, reading the Foundation series, and reading these 52 books out of 100 that I haven't read. But I'm again not forcing myself to read them. I will read them when I feel reading them, and that's it. So yeah, I think this video is getting long. Yeah, 30 minutes or more. So those are the plans for now. Right now I'm reading the Wizard of Earthsea, and that will be, I think, the last book for this challenge that I'm participating as a co-host. Big books and small books, super size and super small book challenge. And that will be my plan for the starting or the ending actually of this year, and continue in 2025. So I hope you haven't been bored, that this video is not so boring to you. But if you have reached until this point, which I appreciate, and I say thanks, I would like to really have some feedback about what I have said, especially about the channel. What can I do to improve it? What can I do to maybe change some aspects of the videos, about readings maybe? That will help a lot to know what I'm doing good, but mainly what I'm doing wrong. Because if the idea is creating community, improving this channel and making it better, then I need your help in that matter. And comments, ideas, thoughts, advices are always well received. So yeah, I hope that you can help me on that, giving me your opinion. Yeah, that's it. I hope it was not so long for you, but thank you if you have reached until this point. So I hope I haven't forgot anything. No, I think I have said all I have to say. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.